Have been along and west of I-25. I expect the storms to move into the plains later on this evening. We have a couple active warnings I want to talk about. Number one, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning until 6:15 for this yellow box here. That's kind of splitting the line between Custer and Fremont counties. Behind 15, covering portions of Highway 50 through Fremont County. And then we also now do have a flash flood warning for the Aspen Acres burn zone, where we've had some heavy rain along and north of the Beulah area. So this is an area that got hit hard yesterday with 1 to 3 inches of rain. We've had half an inch to an inch there already this afternoon. So you can kind of see, it's hard to tell. This is our active flash flood warning on the north side of the burn scar until 8:45. So our storm chances for the next couple of days will be decreasing. We'll be dry over the weekend before more rain next week. I'll highlight those storms as they progress through the region coming up in the Futurecast.
Alex, thank you.
Across our area that I do want to highlight. Right away, I do want to talk about this severe thunderstorm warning that's now pretty all-encompassing over a couple clusters of thunderstorms. So this is going to cover Florence all the way through Beulah and just on the outskirts of Pueblo West, including some portion of Lake Pueblo and then back into portions of Custer County. So Custer, Pueblo, Fremont County, all in this cluster of storms that could potentially have up to $half sized hailstones. The hail cores here are in these spots in the more magenta dark color. And within this storm as well, we could see 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This severe thunderstorm warning is in place until 6:45. It's important that you stay inside at this time and seek shelter until that storm has gone. Now, rain has definitely been heavy this afternoon. Behind that thunderstorm, we do have a flash flood warning in place for Fremont and northern Custer County. Some of the heaviest rain has fallen between Texas Creek and Hillside. This flash flood warnings in place until 8:15, and within that severe thunderstorm warning and within the Aspen Acres burn scar, we have a flash flood warning for heavy rain that's fallen north of Beulah. That flash flood warning is in place until 6:45. Some of the same spots that had runoff and debris flow yesterday probably get another round of that now. We have a flood watch in place for our region until 9 o'clock this evening. So far, most of the storms have been along and west of I-25. The Eastern Plains, you'll get your taste of these storms a little later. So for now, they're really starting to come together and form in the foothills and along I-25. Then after about 8, 9 o'clock, these storms really will start to move into the Eastern Plains. A few Eastern Plains counties could state until 1 to 3 a.m. and we'll have some heavy rain in the Eastern Plains here tonight. So you can see that severe thunderstorm over the burn zone in western Pueblo County. It's 90 degrees at the airport right now. That's certainly going to change once that storm moves through and we cool down. Temperatures will cool down overnight to the 50s and 60s, and our high temperatures for tomorrow, definitely toasty, 80s, 90s, some triple digits as well. We'll take a lot of sunshine for the first part of the day on Thursday, but then once again in the afternoon, showers and storms will be possible. There'll be a little bit more hit or miss. We're slowly getting some dry air working its way into our region. So while thunderstorms are possible Thursday afternoon and Friday afternoon, they're just going to be a bit more spotty in nature. Not everybody's going to see them. Thursday storms will be typical timing from mid-afternoon until the late evening. So looking ahead further into the weekend, we are really going to start to dry out because our high pressure system moves west and it cuts off our monsoon moisture. Dry air will filter in around it.
I'm Diane Derby along with meteorologist Alex O'Brien. We are on weather alert again tonight for the risk of flash flooding.
And Diane, I don't mean to be dramatic when saying this, but I'm getting a sense of deja vu right now with a line of really heavy rain headed towards the burns. So this red line here, that would be the fire perimeter. The yellow box here is a severe thunderstorm warning that's all encompassing these strong thunderstorms. And then of course the moving colors is the active rainfall. We've already had a couple pockets of heavy rain move through the area, but this round of thunderstorms moving moving over the wet mountains right now is headed straight through the fire zone here shortly. And so this is going to provide further runoff. If there's any debris or ash or mud that got kind of trapped in some spots, will continue to be run down into the drainage zones and into the creeks. So if you live in Beulah, San Isabel, you need to be prepared for imminent flash flooding. There's already a flash flood warning in place in this zone from the earlier rain, but some of this heavier stuff behind the initial round is coming in now. So this is also kind of where we had this trail of flash flood warnings yesterday. So it's setting up very similar to the conditions that we had with the excessive runoff and debris flow from yesterday. Across the rest of the region, things are a little bit more quiet. It's really in Pueblo and Custer County that we have the most activity right now. And we do have a flood watch encompassing portions of the eastern plains where storms will move tonight. I'll take you through that futurecast coming up.
Alex, thank you. Continuing our weather.
Thunderstorms rolling through southern Colorado at this time. I'm really focused on this cluster here that's from just north of Walsenburg all the way through Pueblo and then into Custer County and southern Fremont County. So we do have a couple of warnings to go over. So this large severe thunderstorm warning has just expired. Now the front section of this cluster of storms has had a new severe thunderstorm warning issued for it that will be moving just through the south side of Pueblo and along I-25. This is where we could see up to half dollar-sized hailstones, up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. But we have some very, very heavy rain moving through the Aspen Acres fire zone as we speak. So between Beulah and San Isabel, if you're not already indoors, it's best to seek shelter now and stay indoors for the next couple of hours as runoff and debris flow is imminent. Flash flooding will happen from this heavy rainfall. Yes, this is great news. We have good rain throughout basically the entirety of the fire zone right now, but there is going to be that risk of debris flow coming down from the higher elevations into the creeks, waterways. If you live near a creek or a waterway, stay indoors. And if you live near a steep slope, definitely stay indoors. Any of these green boxes you see here is where we've had heavy rainfall this afternoon, or we have heavy rain right now, and that's where we do have this set of flash flood warnings from this cluster of thunderstorms. Across the entire region, we have a flood watch until 9 o'clock this evening. A different color for the Aspen Acres burn zone, just highlighting that slightly higher risk to life and property. But all of us could see those slow-moving storms, especially moving off of I-25 by 8-9 o'clock, and then moving through the eastern plains here tonight. Another late night of showers and thunderstorms for our plains, which is wonderful. This is the rain that we need, but it does come with that hazard of flash flooding with it. So you can see the dark sky in Pueblo looking towards the fire. We've got 90 degrees right now at the airport. That will change once those showers move through. It's definitely going to cool down tonight. 50s and 60s for our overnight lows. Now Thursday, it's going to be hot again. 80s, 90s, triple digits, about 5 degrees above average, a little warmer than today was. And the first half of Thursday is going to be like today, very sunny and nice. But then by the afternoon, more showers and thunderstorms will develop. By that time, you're definitely going to want to see that thunderstorm activity as it's going to be so darn hot in the afternoon. But there'll be scattered across our region once again on Thursday. The flash flood threat's a little bit lower. I think they'll move just a little quicker and they won't be as widespread in coverage. Same thing on Friday. A few spotty showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon are expected, but we're gradually starting to dry out as our ridge of high pressure moves west, cuts off our monsoon flow, and by the weekend we've got some really dry air moving in. An emergency in Beulah and San Isabel just expired at 10 o'clock and things will start to subside now. I want to show you our USGS camera that was put in place to monitor the flash flooding at the Aspen Acres burn scar. What I noticed with today is it crested higher and it lasted longer, and that's also being reiterated corroborated by neighbors in the community that the flooding today definitely was worse. So we had about an inch of rain over the Aspen Acres fire today, and it's going to take several more heavy rains to get all that debris and all that ash flowing out of that burn zone. We still do have active weather. We have flash flood warnings in place. This one for Ordway, Rocky Ford, and Fowler until midnight. This one in southeastern Pueblo County and northeastern Huerfano County until 11 p.m. We still have a lot of thunderstorm activity to talk about. I'll track this in the Futurecast coming up tonight because of an ongoing flash flood risk across southern Colorado. Now, this is really starting to diminish for I-25 and our mountain zones, but it still remains in full force for our eastern plains where there is still active weather. Let's go over our current flash flood warnings, taking you to southeastern Pueblo County, northeastern Huerfano County. We do have a flash flood warning in place until 11 o'clock. Between an inch to 2.5 inches has fallen in this area here. And ongoing flash flooding is a concern still. We have another flash flood warning until midnight, which includes a good portion of Crowley County, a little bit of Pueblo County, a little bit of Otero County, including Rocky Ford, Manzanola, Fowler, and up to Ordway. The heavier rain has fallen north of Ordway, about 1 to 2 inches there. And storms are not done yet. Much like last night, they are just slowly making their way through the plains. This is the good moisture that we need, but it might be keeping you up tonight because we have plenty of lightning still. So checking on conditions in La Junta. Definitely been a bit breezy. The airport reporting northwest winds at 36 miles per hour. So maybe that wind is keeping you up tonight as well. 70 degrees, nice cool down so far. And we're looking at rain showers moving in now and continuing probably for another hour. We'll likely see these storms move into Kansas or dissipate by midnight to 2 a.m. And then as far as temperatures go overnight, pretty cool. 50s and 60s. It's going to remain pretty humid overnight as well, thanks to the active rain we've got in the plains right now. Looking ahead tomorrow, it's going to be a hot one, hotter than today. Today we are near average. Tomorrow will be about 5 degrees above average, 80s, 90s, triple digits. And once again, we'll have showers and thunderstorms on Thursday. Now, I'm happy to say that the risk of flash flooding is lower tomorrow. We're going to start a drying trend that's going to continue into the weekend. However, the storms tomorrow will still be pretty slow moving, and they do have potential to drop heavy rainfall. So still just be mindful of those thunderstorms in the afternoon. The hazards they bring would be heavy rain, lightning, maybe some small hail and some gusty wind. But they will be very typical timing, about mid-afternoon, continuing through the evening. They're going to favor I-25 and the plains. And then on Friday, same deal. We'll have a warm afternoon. We'll have a few showers and storms in the afternoon hours. They'll be a little bit more isolated than Thursday. You're going to notice we're gradually drying out. That's because our high pressure is moving west. It's going to cut off our monsoon flow. And especially by this weekend, it's pulling in dry air for